So we'll have a video of this starting now, and you can find these videos at the NWSOFA.org YouTube website. You just go up to NWSOFA.org, and then you click over to the tab that says YouTube, and then click on the button that says live. And you have all these ones that we've done the last 3 weeks now that'll pop up here. So with that, um, we're gonna start. You can take down the graphic, and just want to let everybody know you are being videotaped right now. So if you do not want your you don't if you don't want your video in your Hollywood Squares box, please turn that off. Otherwise, we love to see you. All right. Today it's all about Google Docs.
Before we go to
No,
Google Docs, do you want me to show folks how to hang up from a voice channel call?
that would be wonderful. My watch is trying to tell me stuff. I think it's listening to you guys.
Hang it up.
Okay, so here's Discord. Hopefully everybody can see my screen here in a moment. I know it takes a second to load.
It's there.
Okay, amazing. So this is how it looks on a computer. It might look a little different if you're on a phone. So I have all my channels set up here on the left-hand side, and the voice channels where we're all going to meet up and chat with each other today after the Ezra and Leah show is over, is all the way at the bottom. So you may have to scroll for quite a ways. And you'll notice there are two voice channels. If you don't have the voice channels in your list, scroll all the way back up to the top, and then go to this Browse Channels option. And then when this menu or list of options comes up, then you're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you're going to make sure that these voice channels are checked. Because when you check these, or check the boxes next to them, then it'll show up in your list over here. But this is where we're going to meet up later today, is in the lounge. So once you click on lounge, you can kind of see that it says connecting, and you could turn on your camera, see what it looks like. I'm just going to play around with this and see what it is.
Rebecca.
Do you see me?
No. I see your picture.
Oh. Okay.
Grant permit, you got a permission. Yeah.
It's probably like my computer's like, do you want Zoom to use your camera, or do you want Discord to use your camera?
Yeah,
anyway, so
would.
here I am. When I'm done in here, you see this little like down here in the bottom, there's this little like hang up the phone button. You got
right now, what we've got, the grant permission screen is kind of taking everything over. Much better.
Yeah, I just hit it.
And we may have lost Rebecca on that move. Oh, there she is. Look at you.
It wouldn't be a hands-on how-to if my Zoom didn't crash at least once.
100%.
So we've got that out of the way. Let me try one more time, and then this part will be quick because I to share. So I'm in the Zoom. Robert's in the Zoom. And when we're done, we're just going to click this disconnect button like you're hanging up a phone.
So closing the app doesn't do it. You have to actually hang up. It's like having an old receiver. Got to hang up the hook.
So that's the trick.
I missed where you went to hang up.
So if you're in the lounge, join voice. You may have some options down here, and you're going to click this disconnect button.
My screen's still black, so
Yeah, mine
there
too.
it is.
Oh, there it is.
Pop up.
See it now?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So it's either this red hang up disconnect button.
Oh, there I see it.
Or for me, you can do this disconnect button off to the side, either one. And that way you actually are hanging up the phone and not just like setting it down and continuing to talk. So
Cool.
Well done.
that's my hot tip for the day. And we're all going to show up in that lounge whenever Ezra and Leah are done talking, probably around 3 or 3:15 Central Time. And we can just chat about it.
Excellent. I saw Merle. Merle, did you want to contribute?
Well, I was just going to say, I could see also that there was text that said voice connected. And then when you hang up, that text goes away. So you know that you're no longer voice connected.
Good call out.
Okay.
Are we done with that? Is that good? Does everybody have a better understanding now of where the voice room is on Discord? Because we got a meeting in the ladies' room.
I think
Ladies.
I think where I messed up was I was waiting to see if somebody else would come into the room so that I could talk. And then I thought that, I might hear them. But then when I disconnected, no one was in there. But then the lady started telling me it was very confusing. I hope I'm better at it now. Thank you so much.
Yeah. This
I have confidence.
kind of reminds me of when I was about 9 years old, when we got our phone and we had a party line. And
That's exactly what it is.
you could pick
Yes.
up the line and you could listen to anybody.
Why
Only
are they
difference is
connected? Does anybody know why they're connected like that? I mean, is that like a party line? Is it connected to New Sofa or what? No, we don't
Are
know.
you no. I mean, tell me, I apologize. Can you reframe your question just a touch so I understand? Do you want
I'm
to understand
sorry.
the technology?
I'm sorry. If you're on Discord, is that connected to the New Sofa website? Is that connected to
No.
it? Is that why they
Well, I'd
hear
say
us?
It
I believe, Rebecca, you want to
goes
take this? You're on
on.
mute. Nope. No, you're not. Well,
I think Rebecca is no longer. Oh, she's
yeah,
coming back.
okay. I was going to say, I mean, typically that wouldn't be the case, but Rebecca's going to have the best knowledge on this.
Sorry about that. My Zoom crashed again, but I'm back. So Discord, our Discord server is separate from NWSOFA.org. It's separate from Zoom. It's its own kind of thing. But anybody who is signed up for our Discord server you, me, Lillian, Stephanie, Merle, all Bill, all of us who have signed up on Discord have access to those voice channels. So if you go in there and Lillian goes in there and it's basically open all the time. So if you pick up the voice channel and somebody's already using it, then you're just part of their party line. So it is a good analogy to use.
I mean, I would think
But
that, go ahead, I'm sorry.
It's no, I think my question was, why do we hear it on the coffee and conversation? Why, how are the two connected? Are they connected to
oh,
each other like a party line? Is there anything we can do to separate that?
they're not connected. Um, if
Then
you
why does it
happen to have
happen?
if you, Elaine, happen to have both running on your computer at the same time, then you're going to hear whatever's happening in the lounge at the same time that you're in Zoom.
But I had disconnected. I'm not disconnected.
You closed.
I
Yeah.
closed the application.
So the voice
Probably
architecture
minimize
was still
it.
open.
I closed it, but the
Okay.
voice was still there. Right,
Yes.
Stephanie? Isn't that what you,
Well,
Same
when I say,
thing.
so when you close
Lillian?
Discord,
Yeah. Now I had closed Discord, but then I heard somebody calling my voice
And I
from
think
my
that was me.
maybe okay, and you guided me through where to find
Oh,
the
actually,
yeah,
no, I didn't
name.
guide you, but it must have been a different one. But I heard you first. It was a Zoom call, and I could hear the Zoom call coming through the speaker. And then I said, Lillian, and you didn't respond. You were talking to someone else. So then I just hung up and I left the voice call. I think
Well,
the difference for Elaine is that she didn't hang up first before she closed down Discord.
I
But
didn't
if
either.
you
I
close
didn't.
out the application, that should,
Mm-mm.
it
It
shouldn't
didn't.
connect to coffee and conversation. It shouldn't.
Laura, you want to hop in here?
Maybe
I understand what you're saying. I'm just saying I don't know how that's done. How to, is there something that we've done wrong in terms of just getting on Discord that it would connect with a Zoom meeting?
I
That's
understand.
all.
Sure. I think that what we're talking about is overtalk. And what I mean by that is background noise. So
Yeah.
that voice channel continues, and I appreciate what you're saying about closing it. But I think we've illustrated today that you physically have to hang up. Closing it doesn't get us there.
You
And what
have.
was happening was we had crosstalk, kind of like if you had your TV on in the background. Now I see Robert and Laura's hands up. Maybe they want to contribute and can explain this in a way that'll help us. So who's first? Laura?
Sure. I cannot explain it. I'm just going to suggest that we try it when we meet up later, that we go through some of these examples and see what happens. And then
I guess
we'll
excellent.
know.
Everybody good with that?
Can I ask a question?
I was gonna say, Robert.
I'm on the Discord on my computer. I keep my computer and my phone completely separate of each other. I have never let my phone communicate with my computer.
So you have safe interface.
I have Mac, Apple stuff. So I'm on a Discord channel now on my computer, and I go to the Indivisible Discord channel, and I see all this stuff, and I was able to go into the lounge. But my question is the lounge, is that affiliated with the NWSOFA channel, or is that lounge completely separate, like going down the street to a lounge?
Okay. When we say channel, do you mean channels inside Discord because we have used that word a lot. So is the lounge part of the Discord server? Is that your question?
Is it part of the Indivisible NWSOFA
Yes.
channel, or
Rebecca?
is it combine a lot of different channels?
No,
I-
it's limited just to the folks from NWSOFA who have signed up for our Discord server, which is invite only,
That
right?
makes
You've all
sense.
had to click on that link. So you're not going to see anybody that anybody in that voice channel unless they've received a link to our server. One clarification or two clarifications. It's not connected in any way to our Zoom calls that we're in now.
Right.
I think one reason why Elaine or Lillian have experienced hearing that those calls, the voice channel calls, while on a Zoom is probably because someone has not managed to hang up
Yeah,
on the voice
right.
channel.
Right.
That makes
So-
sense. I was able to, I seen where it does the hang up. I jumped on and off a couple of times. So no, that made sense. And you answered my question so that because I don't really use Discord for anything other than this now. This is the first time I've ever even tried using Discord. But with all when I click the Statue of Liberty, that's the NWS, the Indivisible site, and it has all the channels. So I'm assuming that all the channels in the Discord site will be able to access the lounge, and the lounge is separate from everything else on Discord. It's just the NWSOFA channel.
all of our channels that show up in that list, everybody who's signed up for our server, everybody has access to
Right.
every channel,
Right. No,
including the voice channels.
right. And that's what I was trying to say. I obviously didn't make that clear.
Carrie
learning.
in the chat, yeah, I think we're all learning, and that's why I want to experiment with it a little bit today, because it is a way for us to keep connecting, and some folks like to talk to each other rather than type to each other, and we don't always have Bill's Zoom invite available to us. So I think this is a good plan B. But back to what Carrie is saying. He's making the clarification that closing Discord doesn't always stop the application from running. It's still kind of running in the background, or you can't see it. So if you need to disconnect from the voice channel, you're going to click that red button that I showed you guys. Otherwise, you're going to stay connected.
Yep. Merle?
So to look at it a little different way, I think what's happening with hearing things on the Zoom call while you're in Discord is because there's that little microphone and your computer, and this is assuming if I'm on my laptop is broadcasting the sound from the Zoom call. And then if I'm using my microphone in the voice channel, the Zoom call will come through into the Zoom channel. That's what my experience was listening to, because Lillian was in the voice lounge, and I thought, I got all excited. Oh, Lillian's in there. Maybe I can talk to her. So I went in there and I turned on my microphone and I started hearing the Zoom. And so anyway, I just wanted to say, I think that because your computer is using a speaker to broadcast the Zoom call. And so when you're in there, you don't intentionally mean to broadcast the Zoom call, but it just happens because you're connected in with your microphone into the lounge.
Well
I
said.
think.
And there is a functionality that that maybe we need to set up. There's a setting in Discord called, I think it's touch to talk or press to talk, where you actually have to like hold down your space bar in order to be off mute. And that way, if you're not pressing a button, no one's going to hear you. So maybe I need to explore that.
Lillian?
Quickly, because I have to leave at 12:30. But I know I can watch this again. I'm wondering, Merle, my computer, my laptop computer is very close to my television. And what the person said to me was, Lillian, I can hear you talking, and I had been talking to somebody who had come to the door, and I can hear your TV on. And so that's what happened. And then that person showed me the hang up sign for the telephone, and then we both went away. But
Great.
I don't know. I don't think it was connected. I think it was the microphone picking up my voice as well as the television. So once I slashed off the microphone and hung up, then I went away.
That
Makes
sounds
good
right
sense.
to me.
Well,
Okay,
that
we
was
get
a shock.
Have we exhausted this topic?
Yes.
No, I
Are we
mean,
all
the point,
exhausted?
but I apologize. That probably wasn't the kindest way for me to say that. Is everyone thoroughly satisfied with where we've taken this, and have we driven this to ground from a solution perspective?
use the hang up button. Yes, got it.
All right.
We'll find out at 3.
Well, therein would be, I thought that as I was listening, I was thinking like, how would I use this? And my thought was, if I were chatting with someone and it seemed like it was best to turn it to voice, I could say, meet me in the lounge so we can chat about this. And I mean, I'm just thinking like, what would my, use be for this sort of thing? Not to just, I mean, hanging out's great, but in a broader context, in a practical sense, I want to switch to voice. You can do that in Discord. So I think that's probably a valuable use for me of that particular feature. So, okay, I'm going to take a deep breath. Dogs are quiet. Life is good. And Ting Noah. We are going to start talking about Google Docs. So we have a nice small group here today. I think that's great. And we are going to start just a little bit, let's call it deeper in the game. I'm going to start with a document all the way already open, if that works for everybody. Let me know. Give me a nod that you can see my screen. Okay, excellent. This document, I have shared. Well, I say that. Okay, so I should have put the link in. I apologize. I got to stop sharing for a second, give you a link on the document, because today we're going to be fancy. We are all going to have access to the same document, and we are going to practice how it is we group edit. So the link is in the link is in the chat now. I am going to share again. And everybody let me know when we're good. A nice low impact document, the Maryland Review for Trust and Risk Mitigation Plan. Had tabs and tables and stuff. So
I can see it.
does it need to be bigger?
It's showing it fine for me.
Good for me too.
Okay, great.
Oh, it's okay.
If
Says
anybody made it.
It says I do not have permission to share this document.
Well, let's have a look at those sharing.
I have a quick question.
Absolutely.
If I want to access this on my Android, I'm gonna have to sign into Zoom on,
If you want,
have two
yeah.
sign-ins. So I'll be on my computer, but also on Zoom on my Android. Is that all
Okay.
right?
If you can work it out, God bless you. I think it's excellent. So I have shared the document for anyone with a link. So I thought I took the link and came over here and dropped it into chat. What? Let's try it again. Now we all saw it was shared.
Oh, yep. I see somebody is in here.
Excellent. Looking up at the top of my screen, I think that's going to reflect for us who it is that's actually participating. So we have, oh, anonymous, anonymous wolf, anonymous skunk, anonymous squirrel. Rebecca, I don't know about wolves and squirrels. Okay, good. Is anybody in the document?
I'm one of those woodland
Okay,
creatures.
you're
I
one of
am.
those woodland creatures. So because I didn't force you to log in, there is no comprehensive tracking of who by name may make changes. The wolf, the squirrel, and the goat are those
And the
folks.
unicorn.
Oh, the unicorn. Thank you for pointing out. So where we started typically is we start by talking about Google Docs being part of the Google Suite. You access it by opening up your Chrome browser. And I have my browser open currently to Drive. Drive is the file repository for your Google Doc and Google Sheets and Google Spreadsheets, Google Presentations. This is where the in-cloud repository is. From here, you can start a new document, or you can open up something that's existing. So in order to save us some time, I went ahead before the class and I opened a document for us to work on. And this document I used kind of a style guide with, and a style guide sets everything up so that it looks very similar and has the ability for you to do everything from highlight and edit. So I can undo my work, I can redo something, your standard cut, copy, paste, etc. Find and replace is in here too. So if you say that you have the word Maryland, because I know this is a Maryland trust, and I want to find it in my document so that I can change it. In this case, I'm going to replace everything that says Maryland with Florida. And I have choices to match the case, because sometimes we have upper and lower case. And I have a choice to replace one at a time or to replace all at the same time. So by replacing one, it finds the next item and then changes it to Florida. So if we go to look for Florida, we're going to close this. And this Maryland did not get picked up because it was the document, my position in the document was below that, but that would be a quick find and replace. So if you, for example, wanted to change a date because you had put in April 5th and you needed it to be April 7th, this might be a place to do it. Now, have we gotten any further in does anybody who wants to share and participate in the document not have access to it before I go forward? If so, raise your hand.
You only have view access, not
Okay,
edit access.
all
Yeah,
right.
mine says
I
view
got you.
only.
I got you. Watch. So from my share button, I could publish on the web, but in this case, what I'm going to do is change permissions. So I'm going to come over here to share with others. We're already shared. But I want anybody who has access to have editor or commenter. So editor gives them full control and the ability to do anything that you might be able to do as the owner of the document. As a commenter, you can insert your views on the document without changing it. So I'm going to make everybody an editor. And access should be updated. And now, have at it. I want to see typing. Ooh, look at that.
Oh. Can I ask a question?
Rebecca, absolutely.
I'm on Google Docs, I guess. That's where I'm at. And when I entered your document on Maryland Trust Review and Risk Mitigation Plan,
Yes.
nothing came up. Is that where it should come up when I search that document?
I'm a little confused, so I need to ask a question. You clicked through the link or you copied the link?
No, I entered it in search right there. I don't know if you can see that. So when
Can't see it.
I wrote Maryland Trust Review and Risk Mitigation Plan to search for that document.
No,
Where?
you don't search for it. Just click the link that Stephanie put in the chat, the second link.
What? My phone is not connected with my computer.
Okay,
Hey,
so
you're
the
not-
chat, yeah, that's gonna be a challenge, I think, because the URL or the link that goes to that is fairly long and it's not searchable. It is specific for security purposes.
Okay, I'm gonna try a workaround. I'm gonna look up that link on the phone, and then I'm gonna email it
Perfect.
or send it to
That's what I
myself
do.
on the phone.
I do a lot of that, Robert, because I've got multiple devices going at the same time too. So that's a great workaround. Not, it's a little kludgy, but it works. SneakerNet. We've always had SneakerNet.
Yeah, I'm not much of a computer fan. You guys are talking me into this. You don't know how
You're
hard this
getting it though.
is.
You're doing it.
I was gonna say, I mean,
Email it to yourself.
Well,
for sure.
I need to do something, and this is a good direction. And thank you guys for all your help.
Oh.
So let me try
Thank
this.
you for your patience and willingness to participate. Showing up is a huge amount of the game. So we've seen a variety of, go ahead, I'm sorry.
So this is the link here. Okay, no.
Okay.
I'm
Who's
on
the
that
unicorn?
link. I am on that link on my phone, but I can't, it's too small to work on my phone.
Okay.
So I'm gonna play around. I'm gonna be quiet and listen.
Sounds good. You just let us know if you want more help or if you need something while we're talking, because this is highly interactive. We have a small group. So we have, I want to review or ask, I guess, that folks have seen various things on the screen. You've seen movement. So I've got the document on my screen, but seems like Rebecca is having at it over there. We got unicorn. Somebody is. So this is a good time to bring up version history.
Can I ask real quick?
Absolutely.
So I'm on the document. I have a Chromebook and I'm all hooked into Google. I can see myself, my little icon, but it doesn't seem as though anybody else can see that I'm on the document.
Can you see the unicorn that I put in there?
Yeah. Maybe I should try doing some stuff.
Make a change and we'll see if we can see
Yeah.
it on Stephanie's end.
For the screen display that we're all looking at, huh?
I just added a chicken. Can you see that?
I can see it. Stephanie's in the version control, so it's only seeing as of 12:42, which was 1 minute ago.
Okay, so let's get me out of there. Oh, I see a chicken.
So
God knows
my
what I just
edit
did.
on my iPad, my edit button didn't show up for quite a while. Then it finally did, and then I was able to edit, but I wasn't able to do that until it popped up. It was in the bottom right-hand side of the screen. It was a pencil.
Well, yeah, I mean, thinking about this, I mean, I'm sitting in Oklahoma, you're in Illinois, people are all over the place. We are sending a document to a cloud, which is essentially a data center, and then sending it back out and sending those changes. And we're not moving the document around, which I don't know about you, but I used to like spend my life forwarding things, reviewing changes. So the collaboration of being able to do this all in one place is really part of the benefit, I think. So I'm hoping that I have the screen in a place now where we can see the changes that are happening on the screen that you guys are making. Okay.
Uh, and I just dropped in the fight the Trump takeover graphic. Woohoo!
Okay. I'm scrolling down. There we go.
Oh, I see somebody is
That might be me. I'm trying to put a picture in here of a flower,
okay.
but
I see a flower.
Oh,
okay.
you do.
I can't seem to drag it. Okay.
Oh, I
Oh, there we
see.
go. Okay, so now I'll leave it there.
So this might be a good time to talk about the features that go with pictures and word wrap. What do you think?
Yes.
Okay. We can do that. Because that would be one of the elements. My screen gets all hosed up when I do these sorts of things. I can't figure out where to put the darn Zoom screen. There we go. And so my cursor is over that picture, and I am going to right click. Now, right click on my laptop and on your Mac, you do your commander, chooser, picker thing and tap your heels together and somehow screens come up. Right, Rebecca?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like
You
that,
might have
huh?
to tap and hold if you're on a phone or something like that.
So my laptop has a touch screen, so I can tap and hold, and I can get similar sorts of features by touching my screen with my cursor completely out. I got to tell you, that causes me problems sometimes. I'm thinking that I'm using, and all of a sudden I touch my screen and everything changes. So I don't know what I think about those things. So in looking at, we're going to talk about word wrapping and how your picture changes. Let's go to the various screens that we get here farther down the line, because I never tend to make it past edit, view, insert. So we have settings for spelling. I can review comments, which we haven't quite talked about yet, but we're going to come back to. I can get notifications, or I can set up notifications. So if I'm the owner of a document and I need to know that it's been changed, I need to look at it, I need to go act on it. Right now I have these set to all comments and none for notifications. The chicken. So there are these tools that are in here are an assortment of different things that you can use in order to adjust your images. So we have everything, you guys have found these because we have images everywhere. So we have everything from I'm going to cut that image out. Oh my gracious, never mind, I don't want to do that. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to use my undo feature. Nice chicken. So funny. But one of the concepts that go with when you put a image in a document is how the text in the document is going to behave along with that. So looking at word wrapping, I apologize. I'm hunting and pecking here a little. I can't tell a lie.
It's so if you
Help
click
me.
if you click on an image like the flower one
I'm there.
in menu ribbon thing, that the with all the
Yeah,
little
I hate those.
icons, you will see image options is to the far right. So you'll click that, and text wrapping, I think, is what you want.
Yes, 100%.
It's in the new panel
It
that opened up on your right side.
it also bounced underneath the screen here. So I have an assortment of different choices that I can use. So this being, it works in line. So what that means is it sits and the text wraps around it. It just falls right into your text. This wraps text around it, breaks the text. So these are all very much set like break text behind the text. So if we set this, if I go to bills, because bills is a good one to work with. God, I get frustrated with my screen. I get frustrated with my hands not working where I want them. Is that better to see? Can you see text wrapping better when I put it? Great, thank you. So in line with text, wrap the word, break text, behind text, or in front of text. So let's take bills and let's put it in front of text and see what happens. Oh, nothing changed. Behind text. Notice how there's text on this now? Wrap text. Now, if I change the size of it, you'll see how putting the text in line with text drops it into one straight contiguous line. I'm going to pause for a second because I've just said a lot of words and the screen may have moved or not moved. And I'm sure somebody has a question or they don't, but that's okay. Maybe a comment? Anything?
Yeah, I
Great.
think I made the unicorn smaller on my side. I was able to click on the picture. Now I can make it bigger.
Yeah, make it bigger.
Yeah, let's get up to the unicorn.
Well, now I don't know. It's doing funny stuff. I'm probably not. It
Well,
left altogether.
that is something that happens when you have lots of people in the same document. If
Yes.
multiple people are touching the same thing at the same time, it gets a little screwy. So that's one watch out, or that's a common experience when you have a lot of people in there.
Well, I will just warn everybody, you don't want me on this thing. I'll
But
screw it
we
all up.
do, Robert.
Like I say,
We want you.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with this.
Well,
with
now I can
what?
invite you to a document, and if there are questions in it like, what does democracy mean to you? Robert, you can come in and add your thoughts underneath somebody's question. And Bill could add his thoughts under yours, etc. Like, we're playing around with pictures here, but you can type things out, you can organize things, you could say, okay, what's everybody's plan for this Saturday? Robert says, I'm going to Elgin, or I'm going to Palatine, or whatever. So it's just a way to collaborate everybody in the same document
So I think the
in real
downside of it
time.
being
Oh, wait a
illustrated
minute.
was great. Because you have to understand, I mean, with opportunity or with benefit comes risk. And the risk in this situation being that anything can happen to a document, which is why permissions can have a real benefit. I made this anonymous, but traditionally I would share this with folks by name. So when I got into this list and looked at it for who was here, I would
Yeah.
know that it wasn't the fox and the squirrel who did it, but that it was Rebecca and Robert.
Yep.
Okay.
I just put
now,
something in, so I guess
okay.
I could. Yeah, I don't know. Okay.
Testing, Robert. This is the test. Author 111.
Oh boy.
Hey, if somebody wants to send you a Google Doc to review or share, Robert, I think that at least having an idea about it so that you could, because you're creative. I mean, you don't give yourself the credit that you deserve for your innovative way of getting through things.
Well, my creativity is outside in the shop. I cut wood and I make stuff. And I miss doing that when I'm in front of a computer. Even though I don't have anything to really make, I just cut it up even if it's wrong.
I understand.
Oh, so I'm just joking around. No, no, no. This is, I should, I need to I'm trying to apply myself without being the class clown.
It's okay. It's not uncommon.
Ugh.
So I just went to a document section on the left-hand side called Document Tabs. Now, Document Tabs will take you, think of it kind of like a quick navigation. So the way this is set up, it will navigate through the document based on me clicking. So think of it like an interactive
Mhm.
table of contents. Is that a good analogy? Interactive
Yeah.
table of contents? Yeah.
Mhm.
So rather than having to scroll through or look for something, I can use my setting of tabs, which are controlled by the style guide for the document or by how you go about setting your document up. So I knew that this needed to go somewhere where it was going to have a presentation style that was certain and have people be able to navigate it. So I used styles in order to accomplish that.
Mhm.
I'll pause for just a second. Okay. So essentially, this is a navigation guide that, based on the way that I have set up my document, and where I want you to focus is up here, if you can see it. When I have selected here, it is selected the style, if you want to call that, or formatting is normal text. And when I click there, it is a heading. In this case, heading 2. These are very advanced topics, but I want you to know that this word processor has all the features that you may have looked for in Microsoft Word, if you've used that, or any of the other commercially available word processors that are out there. I brought up WordPerfect yesterday just because I like it. No, just because I'm old. And talked about it being one of the word processors that we may have navigated with. Have we done enough things that we should look at the revision guide? And perhaps Bill will talk to us a little bit about how he uses this to collaborate. And I think we're getting close.
Yeah, I think let's talk about version control and sort of that rewind button.
Yes, exactly. So I got to get my full version history going here. So if you see down the right-hand side of the screen, what it does is the software keeps track of versions of the software. So this is my current version, and there have been a total of 15 edits. And if I start at the top, or I started at the bottom, and I look at them, each of the time I click that button, it shows me something else that was changed. You guys able to see that? Does that make sense? That I am using, and not does it make sense, was I clear? That there are edits, and the best way, I should say, my way of reviewing those is going through a version. So there's a difference between version and changes, perhaps. And what we have over here on the right-hand side of the screen are the two documents. This would have been my original. So everything you guys did, oh, all gone. Blown up. Most excellent. So if I select restore this version, everything that we did is going away. And I'm doing it. Now, what have we done? We had a lot of fun, but nothing changed. That would be my end to this conversation. What else do you think we might want to do, Rebecca?
I
Take
think that's
questions,
good
wrap
for
it up?
now.
Yeah.
I think that was, I think people's minds are saturated with learning on this topic. It feels like you've sparked some ideas with people.
It feels like I am droning on and not doing anything interesting, which is why I wanted to do the undo, because I thought that's like pretty magic. Let me see if I can do that.
Merle's got her hand up. Merle,
So I just want to be sure that there isn't an option for you to go through the 15 different edits and choose like,
There
yeah,
is. There is. I went through that really fast because we
that's
were at the end.
complicated.
It's
Okay,
really like a 201, 301 kind of topic.
okay,
And I certainly, because it's kind of like we're talking about, do we need to be at 201?
okay,
Because the 101s are getting saturated. So that would
yeah,
absolutely
I got
be for sure.
you. Okay.
Bill? Oh, I caught him talk. Never mind, Bill. You just keep chewing. I'll keep talking.
No, that's okay. I'm swatting away some bees and doing that. What would you like me to do? Would you like me to
Uh,
show some applications?
Well, I'm gonna
well,
ask a question while you're finishing
great,
your food, Bill. You're eating
great.
lunch. We caught you eating lunch.
Sorry, Bill.
On, on the very top here, there's all these. Do you see that?
yeah, well, that's all of us, the woodland creatures. That's so one of those is Stephanie, and the rest of those are the rest of the folks that accessed the link that Stephanie put in there. I'm one of those people. Merle's probably one of those
Okay.
people. Yeah.
So traditionally, what you do, Robert, is you share this with folks individually, and what you would see is you would see their names. But because I shared kind of a group link so that everyone could get in anonymously without any security issues, they were given, each of you were given animal creatures.
Okay.
Does that help?
Yeah, I'm just wondering who's in here. I always wonder who's in this computer. I know there's a lot of bad actors behind the scenes, not you guys. We got Musk and trolls over there in my computer. I have a VPN, but I want to VPN my IP address.
I hook it to your router and that'll work fine.
I don't know how to do that. I'm lucky I can.
Keep coming back.
I'm lucky I navigated this far thanks to you guys. I've never done this before.
So,
This is why.
yeah. So, Stephanie, did you want to see a couple applications?
Well, we can do one of two things. Depends on how much time we want to finish. You can talk about your major use of this, because I always think that's great. The use being to collaborate on the agenda, because that's a very practical application and something I think we might each be able to benefit from a little bit. And I'm
Okay.
going to mute for just a second.
Okay. So we have a fairly large chapter, and we have 28, actually 34 now, leads that help run both the issue teams and the communications team. So when we have our monthly leadership call, I put out an agenda on Google Docs on the documents, and I ask each one of the leads to go to their area, and I always copy the one from the last month. I say go to that area and update your area, and then I say, at the very top, put some things in there of what we've done differently. So at the very top, you'll see photos of where we went to a local fair, when we went to a local outing, when we were tabling, pictures of our big chicken set up at a protest, and then each one of the groups, all 10 of the groups, and then the 4 new groups enter their information about what they're going to be doing coming up, what the title is going to be, where it's at, is it in person, is it whatever. So they do that so that when it comes to the day of the meeting, rather than me spending 3 days or 2 days going through all that detail, I open it up and I'm as surprised as everybody else as what everybody's put in there. And not everybody does the update, but enough people do. And then we use that agenda to have everybody kind of watch and see. And my co-lead here, Kathy Carter, she usually is updating when somebody says, oops, I got the wrong date, or the speaker has changed. She will be doing that live while everybody is on that call, reviewing what is on that document. And then that becomes the living document over the next month. So that's pretty cool. I'm also using the Google spreadsheet application for an upcoming picnic so that people can decide whether they're going to bring ham and cheese or potato salad or beans. And I put that out just last week. I just checked because I was going to show it to you guys, but nobody's put anything except for me in it. So I got to send out a informational instructional document to folks to please go up and fill that out. Another kind of interesting thing when Stephanie was showing the different things you could do on the document, she kind of skipped over the thing called word count. I use that word count. I got a little document that I use. It's called test. That's a very original name. And so when I come up with somebody's got a new program, like the gun violence prevention people say, this is the title, this is what we're going to be doing. They just give me a description. So I go over to Perplexity. I say, make up a title for that, and it'll give me a beautiful title. But in Mobilize, if I go over 100 characters, it won't let me upload that. And sometimes I'm not smart enough to know why it's not working right. So what I do now is I got this little test Google Doc. I just drop that title in, I accent it, and I click on word count, and it gives me the character count. And sometimes I'll have 80, sometimes I'll have 300, and I know I have to adjust it, but I can do that very quickly. So that's just 3 quick ways that we use it. And for the document for our leadership meeting, everybody is an editor, and I send out a note that says, here's the link. And I tapped on exactly what Stephanie did, which is if you have this link, you can not only see it, but you can edit it. On the spreadsheet, I do the same thing. If they can see the document, if they have the link, they can edit it. And they can put in which foods or how many or how much water they're bringing. On the test for the characters, that's just me, and I don't share it with anybody. I just use it because it's easy to do. Thank you, Stephanie.
That was great, Bill. Really appreciate you sharing some real world experience of what you do on a week to week, day to day, or month to month basis. So that would be the end of our prepared program. I think we were going to end, God, we're close to the end of our time together, but we were going to do a little Ask Me Anything and see if there were any questions on Android that we could help with, because we tend to short shrift the Android folks all too often, and I apologize for that. But we thought we'd do I've got an Android phone and I can't ever keep up and do what everybody else is doing because my device does it different question set. So if anybody's got any questions on that, that was how I planned to finish out the few minutes we have left. And if not, then anything else that you might want to talk about, we'll try and field it among us.
How do I keep the bees away from my little cookies?
Citronella.
Citronella.
Next question.
Make
We're
the
doing it,
cookies
man. Let's go.
faster.
So,
Eat the cookies faster. Good answer.
yeah. So, so just a reminder, this has been live streamed, um, as most of our Zooms are, except for the coffee and conversation and the unhappy happy hour, um, since those are very personal. Um, but this has been live streamed as the one yesterday was. You can go up to our website, NWS or Northwest Suburbs, OFA, Organizing for Action, .org. And when you get there, you'll see there's some tabs up in the top right. Just click on the one that says YouTube. I think it says YouTube channel. You click on that and you then click one more link, and then you'll see a whole bunch of videos, probably 200 and some from the last 10 years or 12 years. What you want to do then is click on the area that says live. And these are the live YouTube videos from the last 3 weeks now. And you can go see the ones that we've done on immigration, on fiscal analysis, on gun violence prevention, on Stand with Women, or you can look on the ones that we did with Sorting Soup and the ones that we've done here with the how-to hands-on data skills. So please use that as a reference. If somebody in your group says, I know you just said I should do this, but I don't know how to do this, you can say, I can give you a source. And it's an easy one to follow because they make the same oops and ahs and oh, I'm lost as I do. So the whole concept of having these calls was to see if we could share our experiences. None of us are absolute professionals on this. We're just people that are users. We just thought if we could share our experiences and help folks find ways to be more productive. And we started with AI, and we went through Chat GBT, we went through Perplexity, and we showed people how they could become very productive using these tools. Then we went to Zoom, and we talked to people about how they could be more productive in organizing their Zoom groups and um, presenting documents and working with a group. Um, and then we went on to from there to Discord. Then we did a couple of weeks of recap on those. Uh, and then we came back this last week ago doing this Google Docs and updates on Discord. Next week, we will only be doing this on Tuesday at 2, excuse me, Wednesday at 2. And we're going to be talking about how to create not a webinar, what's it called?
A Substack.
A Substack. And it's something that the people have been urging me to do, but I have resisted it because I couldn't figure out what it was. Rick, in particular, from North Carolina, on our coffee and conversation calls Monday through Friday, has been saying you really need to take that information you get and put it up on a Substack. So he's actually going to, along with a couple of people who do Substacks, are going to help me on screen, hands on, not only apply, log in, and put my very first Substack out. And he said, well, why don't you do all that work ahead of time and then we just get into it? And I said, no, that'll defeat the whole thing. We want to show people exactly how, what you fill into the blanks, where you go, and it's got to be hands-on, how to. So that'll be Wednesday at 2:00. And I hope we see you there because it'll be just one more way for us to be a little bit more productive and how better to communicate with our members or within the groups that you're involved in. So thank you for being here. I'm going to check real quickly. Stephanie, did we have any other questions?
I don't have anything. I don't see anything else. I think we're good.
So the confusion is complete. All right. We will see some of you or all of you when we all jump on Discord and do a meeting. I can hardly wait because I know that you'll be seeing my TV screen late at night because I
I
always
can hardly
forget to
wait.
turn things. I always forget to turn things off. Good night, everybody, or goodbye, everybody. Have a great one. Oh, just a reminder: at 2 o'clock today, that's in 45 minutes. Ezra and Leah, who were the co-founders of Indivisible, they will be having their weekly Thursday 1 hour call. And that usually there's 4,000 to 6,000 people that join those calls. Originally, it was only a few hundred, but they do a little update as to what Indivisible is looking at, or what we're seeing out there. Ezra and Leah share that. And then they will take questions from the group. And it's very interesting when you got 4,000 or 5,000 people. They allow you. There's a separate Q&A pop up, and you can ask your questions, and then you can vote on the questions that you think are most that are most pertaining to what you're doing. So they will answer about 6 to 10 of those questions that have been asked that have been voted up to the top. And they're always, every one of those questions is something that I go, yeah, I want to know about that. And some of them I voted at the top. Sometimes the ones I voted on don't get there. But what a great transparency organization. I mean, they literally are meeting with us. The loves and the hearts are flying by. There is a chat that is almost too hard to read because it goes past so fast. Um, but it's fun. So for a fun experience, join that at 2 o'clock. When you jump off at 3:15, remember, oh, I'm supposed to jump on Discord, and I'm going to go down to the lounge. Yeah, I'm going to go down to the lounge, and then I'm going to turn myself on, and then we'll see who else is turned on with me. Oh, I turn. I'm going to I'm going to
It's
turn the
okay,
voice
Bill.
on.
Get yourself out of this one, Bill.
I'm going to I'm going to hit the button that says that turn on my voice, and then we'll see. I mean, this could be so cool for just communicating with people. Uh, when you're getting your text and everybody's saying, what are we going to do here and there? Just meet me on Discord, meet me in the meeting room, meet me at the lounge, and then you're good to go. All right, folks. No other questions. Thank you for being a part of this. Have a great
Ciao.
day.